All right, we're going to bring in Todd Menard. Todd, what is going on in the marketplace?
Well, good morning, Mike, and good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Today, we're going to go over the market statistics for the greater Phoenix metro area and suburbs for the week ending June 6th and the week prior. Plus, we're also going to talk about May. What happened in May? So let's get right into the numbers here. Across the board, we have 28 days closed on market this past week, a 1.64. Look at that, over a month and a half month supply, 61.12 absorption rate. Our average list price is at $788,000. Our average sale price at $634,000, and our average list price to sale price retention at 100.75. Taking a look at inventory. This is not a mistake. This is residential single-family properties. You're looking at 11,329 in inventory. That's an increase of 16.7%. Pending is down 10.3%. As we'll talk about that, 4,159 closed units. A little too early in the month to really have a conversation there. New listings, we took 2,500. Here's my magic number again, over 25 days on market at 58.4%. Days on market closed briskly still at 28 days on market. So this is kind of a unique thing right here. I mean, look at what has just taken place over here under 500,000. We're now at 44.79% of the entire inventory under $500,000. That's it's ebbing away from us, and what's happening is we're increasing those numbers right here. This used to be 20%. The number above it over in the 500,000 and under used to be 73% of the entire inventory. This is a permanent shift, pretty much so. That $500,000 to $900,000 price range picking up the difference at 41%. Our $1 million and up market still hovering right about 14%, and that's right in line with what the numbers have always been historically for decades. Taking a look across the board up here, this is real important. We're going to look right in the very, very center column. It's identified as 2019 SW, or as in goldenrod. That's the same week in 2019, a pre-COVID year. Then the next number to the left is 2021 SW, same week in 2021. And then to the left of that, we have two columns, June 6th and May 23rd, reflecting week over week what's taken place. It's the 23rd because, of course, last week we didn't have some stats. So new listings, we took 2,584. We took 2,541, 2,641 the week before. So these are some really strong numbers. Look at 2019, the middle row, 1,888 listings we took in the middle of one of the best years we've ever had, 2,121, and then in 2,500 listings right now. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. When you're over 2,500 listings, you're adding to the active inventory. And here it is. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we were at 9,704 listings, active listings. We're now at 11,329. That's a 15% increase. Slide your eyes to the right. Last year, we only had 6,100 properties available to us. We have almost twice that now. The year before that, in 2 years before that, in 2019, again, that's actually right there's a little bit of a typo, 16,700. So it was a little off that point. But if you're looking back to the left, you're looking under this week's columns, you're looking at 900 and I'm having a little difficulty seeing it right now, but it looks like 921 in coming soon listings, 9423 in single family detached, 1,189 in new home construction. Certainly that has helped. 11,305 non-distressed properties. That's up 16.4%. Pending. So why, when you take 2,500 new listings and you don't have that many people in the marketplace? So I'm imagining at this particular moment, from the realtors that I've talked to, as well as just the numbers themselves, everybody's realizing there's fewer people in the marketplace right now. I mean, significantly fewer. We're going to hear from Matt in the Booksman Baker fairway difference in just a little bit. I don't know if the mortgage apps are up or not, but I'd imagine he's going to tell us it's up or down. But 4,159 are that's the number of properties that are in escrow right now, a meeting of the sellers and the buyers' minds. Last week we were at 4,638, but we were at 5,500. Now the thing here is that the higher number here is not necessarily a green light. And a much too low number is not a good sign. That means we're scaring people out of the market, that buyer's remorse is taking effect and people just aren't even engaging. but it's not that. We're sitting here, we've got, more people putting properties on the market right now, 2,584, more people putting properties on the market right now than they have ever done. We've never had over 2,600, 2,600 in a very, 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 let's keep saying very long time. So this is a very, very good sign. And then of course, when you have fewer people under contract, that means that we use this number, that 4,159, is there's fewer people in the marketplace. So now we have a 1.6 month supply, up from 1.2, double what we had for a month, almost 3 times what we had for a month's supply last year. Looking at average sale price of 788, that was a little bit of a cooling off this past week from 806 the week before. And again, remember, this is all the properties that have just been added to the marketplace, plus the properties that are there now. What is the average? And we're sitting at 788. Average sale price is sitting at 633,634. And again, that is falling within that 4 to 8% we were talking about at the beginning of the year. We were anticipating an 8% appreciation in Arizona right now. Remember, this isn't appreciation, but this kind of gives you an idea on what's selling at what price. And if it continues to do that, which is what we're anticipating, we're not going to see, really any slowdown from that perspective. That's, again, a very good sign. And it's just saying that the lid is not off the jar. These properties are, even though they're higher priced, we don't anticipate seeing there being any reduction in pricing. So this is just going to remain constant. List price, sale price retention down to 100.75. Again, a nice number below that of last year. But again, we are trying to get under 100% from that number. So moving right along, looking and comparing May of 2022 to April of 2022 and May of 2022 to May of 2021, we're looking here at these numbers. We're seeing we had 12,241 new properties added to inventory this past month, in comparison to 10,500 a year ago. So again, there's that 2,000 we're adding. Really, it says it right there to our inventory. Looking at the actual inventory itself, 11,349 versus 7,700 last year. Slide your eyes just a little bit further. We only had 8,800 at the end of last month, the last of April. We only had 8,800. So again, you see the numbers to the left in green. That's a 40% increase. That's huge. Taking a look at people in the marketplace, pending units, 6,132 average pending units at any one time throughout the month, 9,900, which is what it was in 2021. So again, we're 3,000 fewer people in the marketplace, which was helping us add to that inventory base, because if you're not consuming it, that absorption, you're not eating it up, then it's going to continue to increase. And this is a very good sign. We finished the month with 8,759 closed units in comparison to 9,600 the year before. So we're not exceeding the closings anymore. And we haven't been really since about August of last year. We've been down anywhere from 3 to 10%. This again stays right within that ballpark there. Very comfortable. It's not a crisis for you guys as unit count goes down and sale prices continue to increase. Your compensation, if that's what you're worried about, doesn't change. If you're a unit person that you're interested in just the numbers of closings, then that's a different story. Taking a look at the phantom default inventory, there isn't any. Again, very, very small, less than 0.3% of 1% is really makes it non-existent. The month supply was at 1.3, 0.8, so we've got again almost twice the month supply because we're slowing down. Month supply is how many people are consuming it versus how much inventory is there and how long can we survive without adding any inventory. That's what those numbers mean. And so basically we're in really good shape from that perspective. Again, if people are worried about, there being, well, here's the one thing we should know right now. We need to get off of recommending to people that they pay more than the comp value right now, because the market has stalled. This was great a year ago in 2020, 2021. You could justify, potentially because of Californians, not because the market was demanding more money. You and I as realtors helped push that, helped educate people that they needed to pay above. But if it had been organic, I don't think there would have been that much of an increase as much. Anyway, in this particular section portion, what I'm saying is that the sale prices are not going up as high as they were. We're 10% off the pressure that was here before. So if there's fewer people in the marketplace and there's more product on the market, that does mean we're sliding more up into a more neutral market. We're going to continue to see this trend all through the summer and basically through into the new year. Now, one of the things that we're waiting for the numbers to come out is when we finished the second quarter and we move into July, one of the things we're going to have to look at is, are we in a recession? What's the definition of a recession? 2 quarters in a row of contraction, of negative, of numbers that were less as good as the prior month. And so as a result, we could be. But again, we're not going to see discounts in prices. We're not going to see really slowing down greatly in any more than it's already slowing down as far as unit count's concerned. Look, talk to any of the economists that you're looking at out there. Really, this is going to be a different type of recession if, in fact, we do end up going into one at the end of this month. Taking a look at the days on market. Again, very, very stable, still pretty brisk when that right house comes on the market. And then again, our list price to sale price retention, we ended last month at 101.8. Again, that was the same as the month prior. That shows, again, a little stability in the marketplace. I got nothing really negative to say, but let me show you these last 3 pieces. And this will recap where we're at so far year to date. So looking at inventory 2022 to 2021 from January on the right to May on the left, what I want you to see is the difference in the 2 lines. The red line represents 2021, the blue line represents 2022. As you can see in May, the inventory took off. That's where you see that huge spread right there. But you compare that now to the pending, the people that are in the marketplace. Well, the red line represents 2021, the average number of pending units at any point in time, and the the blue line represents 2022. There's significantly almost, and these lines are very, very similar, parallel almost. If you look at the numbers to the left, there's almost 3,800 different fewer people in the marketplace. That's almost, let's just call it what it is, 4,000 fewer people in the marketplace today than there was a year ago. So you got your inventory that's expanding, you've got your pending, which is contracting, and now you look at your closings, and again, same representation. Red is 2021, blue is 2022. So you can see May, and the months, it goes from the beginning of the year at the right to the current to the left. So you're looking at May, look at the difference. The lines are separating. And again, we still have some fewer. We were pretty much on track with 2021 through the first quarter, but now we're seeing it recede. What does it all mean? It basically all means we're in an exceptionally stable real estate market. It means that there are more people putting their homes on the market today for sale than there has ever been in the recordation of ARMLS, look back, and that there's fewer people in the marketplace than we were used to a year ago. So we need to start shifting our minds to the point where people don't have to pay balloon money, blue sky money to own a property today. It is shifting right now, right underneath our fingers. So that's the numbers for the week. These are the different places that you can find us. And if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to give me a holler and let me know. I'd be happy to help.
I appreciate it, Todd.